Aloha out there in YouTube land. Congratulations! Your resume made it past the initial stage. After reading dozens and dozens of them, the company you applied to narrowed the field down to you and 10 or more applicants. Naturally, at this stage you're wondering, how can I look and sound my best in an online interview? The answer to this has two parts. First, research questions that interviewers commonly ask. There are dozens of articles and videos created by human resource people. Find the best HR experts and listen or read their advice. Second, find people who offer sound advice about how to deliver your message. The interviewers expect people to put their best foot forward. That's where this video can help. Before we begin, let's acknowledge the purple gorilla in the room. Job interviews can be nerve-wracking. You can make the process flow much more smoothly if you feel mentally prepared. If you need a little help calming down, watch my YouTube lesson about managing stage fright. Look in the show box below and you'll see a link. This lesson includes 9 strategies to help you feel more confident. Screen presence and stage presence are similar. They both involve demeanor that can hold the audience's attention. The only difference is setting. The camera can only see so much. I want you to think about who you truly are and which parts should be highlighted for the camera. Are you hardworking, creative, friendly? Let those parts shine. And always keep in mind that your demeanor is connected with your thoughts. Thoughts are the key to great screen presence. Thoughts become words, which become actions, which become habits, which become character, which becomes destiny. This meme is all over the internet. The point is, you are what you think. Keep thinking, I'm a great photojournalist or engineer or baker, and you will be. There'll be something about your aura if you channel your thoughts in the direction in which you were destined to go. About 10 or 15 minutes before you're scheduled to log on to your interview, try jogging in place or turning up the volume on your favorite song. Do what it takes to look bright-eyed and as though you mean business. Remember to pay attention to your posture, even when sitting in front of a computer. Slouching will make you look and sound run down. If you want to look energetic and quick to take initiative, lean forward slightly in your chair. Look ready and confident. Most of the time, Zoom and WebEx meetings are packed with talking heads. If you want to keep things plain and simple, fine. However, if you want to seem expressive, creative, or energetic, use gestures. Just remember to keep them within the camera's view. Sometimes people make gestures, but viewers only see parts of their hands within the fringe of the screen. If you're planning to share an anecdote or story, especially a star story, record it and confirm 2 things. First, that your motions are within view, and second, that they're executed effectively. If a motion is weak, leave it out. By the way, If you don't know what a star story format is, look it up as soon as possible. It is a very effective strategy. Now, let's return to basics. When should you use a gesture? Generally, use them on words you want to emphasize. For example, "This is the best cake you've ever made." I chose to emphasize the word best because I want to compliment the baker's efforts. Please keep in mind that this guideline on gestures is meant for stories that are practiced. When you're answering questions extemporaneously, do what comes naturally. Focus on what you need to say, and the rest will fall into place. For more guidance on gestures, see my link in the show box below. In our culture, we tend to trust people who can maintain effective eye contact. If this is not your strong suit, you should practice. Use QuickTime, Photo Booth, or other programs to record yourself. Train yourself to look into the lens of your computer's camera. The expression in your eyes is very important. This relates back to what I said earlier about your thoughts showing who you are. This month, Michelle Obama's speech to the 2020 Democratic National Convention received over 500,000 views on YouTube in under 48 hours. Try watching her video and you'll see the power of eye contact that is honest and sincere. Your eye contact should build bonds with the audience. Your interviewer will give you higher marks if you seem like the type of person who can connect well with others. Some HR people recommend using post-it notes around your computer screen to remind you of what to say. This may cause you to break eye contact at odd times, so make sure you practice enough so that you rarely need to look around. If you absolutely need reminders posted, remember to use 2 colors so that your notes stand out. Let's pretend that this is a post-it note meant to be used for a star story. The 2 colors make it much easier to find where you need to be at a glance. I'm not going to try to coach you on facial expression because you should be yourself. Just trust your inner voice and your face will respond. After all, you're not auditioning for a part in a play or a TV role. This is your life, and hopefully your dream job. So be the person who's going to show up every day and strive to make a difference. If there is one idea that you take with you today, I hope it's this one. Sound has impact. Whether it's a puppy whining, an adult yelling at a kid for making a mistake, or a mom encouraging her toddler to take his first steps. Remember, your tone has a psychological and emotional effect on listeners. You know who you are. Just remember to sound like yourself, or the person you know you can grow into. We are all full of potential. The seeds of greatness lie within us. You just need to have a firm understanding of where that greatness lies and align your tone with it. If you're an energetic, take charge kind of person, you probably have no problem sounding that way. But if you have other qualities relevant to the job, make sure you align your message with your tone and get feedback from a friend to make sure you're hitting the mark. When it comes to vocal quality in a formal setting, the basic rule to keep in mind is to use a lower pitch. People with high-pitched voices tend to sound childlike or insecure. It's true, I said be yourself, but we all have vocal ranges. When we use a higher pitch, we tend to sound nervous or as though we're feeling out of sorts. Using a lower pitch in a formal situation is common. This is especially true for men. If your interviewer is a man, I recommend using a lower pitch so he can relate to you better. In addition, if you have a nasal voice, that's fine. But if you want to change this, take a look at the show box below and you'll find a link to my lesson on pitch and vocal quality. I spend quite a bit of time in this video describing how to reduce nasality. Vocal variety can be important for some of you. Having a monotonous voice isn't the worst quality for a job applicant. However, if you want to be a presenter, trainer, or mover and shaker within the corporation, sound as though you have the energy and social intelligence to hold the attention of an audience. If you would like further instruction in vocal variety, look in the show box below for my link. If your ambitions do not lie along these lines, I have two simple suggestions. First is that you smile when appropriate while you're speaking. Not only will this leave a positive impression, but it will help your voice sound less flat. You will also sound clearer and sound more upbeat, simply because of the mechanics of opening your mouth. Second, about 20 minutes before your interview, drink a glass of water. This will help you avoid excessive throat clearing. Please wear colors that flatter you. This will boost your confidence and naturally enhance your screen presence. No solid reds or whites. They may look good on you in person, but the camera will see to it that your outfit makes more of a statement than you do. Use a neutral background that doesn't compete with your face. In addition, make sure there isn't too much background noise during your interview. Furthermore, use a camera and mic of high quality if you have one. If you don't, consider borrowing a camera or webcam from a friend who does. Looking and sounding your best matters. What do HR experts say about preparing for an interview? Anticipate questions. This is good advice. To this I add, avoid over-rehearsing your answers. If you sound too slick or mechanical, no one will be impressed. Your goal is to make your resume come alive. Give the interviewer a sense of your resourcefulness, energy, or other qualities. Your goal is to find the right fit for your career path. The interviewer's goal is to find someone who will bond with coworkers and further the corporate mission. Will you fit in with the group culture and reflect its values? It's possible, especially if you have the right attitude. The COVID-19 pandemic wreaked havoc on business and industry everywhere. But with a positive mindset, we can triumph over adversity. Always remember, focus on what is possible, and the seeds of greatness will flourish within you. Good luck and aloha.